Like honestly, incredulously, get it, in Creed jealous sees, your envy, in a new Creed's reality, Sylvester Stallone, Rocky, a part of my childhood memory, but he was telling Apollo Creed's son, Creed, how you get back up from every hit, never quit, yeah that speech broke me, but, like how do I tell my story, how I learned sex is a play, but before I begin, fuck where to begin, might have to make this a series, but hey, I'm from the 90s, the point is that sex, is only needed to have babies, it cause everyone is lost, and have group mentality, but if you're in a real relationship, I mean one that's truly a die-hard, woman, or, man, raising, upstanding, incorruptible, human beings, then fuck, I say fuck, but yeah I'm sorry, how do I describe my story, what's the point in dying for glory, when in Canadian, and I'd rather be dying, for a laugh, look at hockey, look at this crazy Canadian, C is a virgin, I've seen every type of relationship, even a relationship, a friend can also be a relationship, what are missing is this is all intentional, they breeding us to hate us all, and each other, they're breaking the family, the USA is the worst for sex trafficking, especially minors. Slaves are still real. Sorry black people, but Africa traded you for every little. Back on black crime, well I guess it's still original. So what up my nigga? They sell everything in Africa. Humans are born killers, but humanity is enslaved. Sex sells, cause it's in us to plant our seed. But humans, feed of greed, but my virginity isn't some commodity. I've already had spiritual sex, with any girl I wanted. Consensually, I was fucking everybody. Sure I've been spiritually raped, too. But who knew? So I learned a thing or two. See really I'm a dirty porn director. I'm a pervy motherfucker. Emma Watson wasn't my first wife. This chick named Cassandra, well it was forced, and looking back it wasn't real. But in the moment, on a Nordic Paladin spaceship, they forced us into marriage. Cause they said if we're coming for you, then because she was my spiritual GF, Emma and I were broken up. Totally forgotten of, but they said, look, you need a girl so we can save you. Honestly, as my story unfolds, why I say fuck a bitch, why I won't lose my virginity. Easy I'm an 80s baby, 90s child, politically incorrect, has gone buck wild, but my first wife didn't count, because there was no law, I had no money, so didn't she, so we had no prenuptial agreement. With Emma it was different, I trained with all my spiritual knowledge, she kinda tricked me into marriage, cause we astral projected to England, where I didn't know what I signed, but it turns out it was a marriage license, with an actual prenuptial agreement, so I quickly took her to see the Pope, we fucked for 5 seconds. Years later, I asked the Pope, did you masturbate over it? He was like fuck yeah, it blew my mind that it happened so fast, but, weigh in, the Queen was alive, she tried to do a royal ritual, to see if me and Emma could possibly rule the world, but she jumped me, tried to fuck me, in the quiet room in the psych ward, while I was laying next to Emma, so I decided, not religiously, but for the simple reason of history, I went to seal the deal, to make it official, even Emma didn't know, long distance, spiritual, other dimensional, relationships, are hard yo, but, these rap speeches, are my destiny, to die a little dick, googly eye, what society, calls ugly, burly funny crazy Canadian fatty, virgin, the funny thing is, I choose rap at first, to get the woman, but honestly, I have never found a woman, that is smart enough, to be on my level, I'm not saying I'm better, I'm saying I'm just smart, hit you from the heart, and my raps are not pussy magnets, I'm just as hairy as Hagrid, but fuck hotter, and I could give the shits about you Emma, in this reality, fuck you don't know me, so don't think I'm crazy, or a stalker, fame should die like yesterday, but spiritually, you came to me first, you were my general first, but no matter how hard I try, Emma Watson, you spiritually wanted to go in, guns a-blazing, so reckless and immature, I tried to teach you street mentality, a true gangster, and bro code, women don't know bro code, honestly, I think there's no real loyalty, in the sisterhood, cause women, have been generally, abused by society, but really, they rule the family, but they're never really, had to fight a war, in bro code, we had a talk in history, where we sat down all brotherly, and wrote out bro code, now bro code, is different from sisterhood, you're free to move in packs, men can be lone wolves, nothing to lose like me, so with that mentality, and brotherhood, stronger, than, sisterhood, but in bro code, it's sold the guy just knows bro code, in bro code, you die for your brother, really the only way you get to touch an ex, or a family member, is if you're truly proof that you're a man, but boys, or players, I get it flyers, your heart was broken by the love of her life, so you swear, to never let a bitch into her heart, or she take half your life, but boys can't handle their feelings, men were taught to show no emotion, that's why they're 80% of suicidal victims, but real men, show emotion, their bro code, is their devotion, sisterhood, is group mentality, when a lone wolf, wrote most of the first bro code meeting, in history, but I've been loved unconditionally, but regretfully, you were never meant for power, spiritually, but if the real Emma, is different, can we just be friends? Maybe, but I doubt we run in the same beliefs, or Post Malone, circles. See, my first real sexual awakening in the spiritual was when a girl, so drunk, she could hurl, but as I was sitting on the couch, she was laying on the floor. She probably don't remember it, but yeah, I was spiritually fucking her. As she moaning, my dick harder than your daddy fucking or mama. Ha 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 ha, that mental picture. but you asking your mama to wash your crusties off proper. But I bet your internet connection, it slowed down because you're in a porn ring. So much good shit, you're stunning. South Park meme, after a day of wanking, getting people with that meme, is as funny as a midget running, but I laugh and make it myself. I'm laughing with you, not at you. If you're like that, then fuck you, so fuck off. Cancel me, the word midget is funny. Come for me, here's 200k spiritually. Karmatic money, energetically, comes from me, my soul's currency, real money, and assassinate me, but you'll never take my virginity, unless I actually find a woman that's worth it to me. I'd rather die living by myself. I could easily be alone for eternity, cause I accepted me. At 15, I saw my destiny, that was to die for you, and not losing my virginity. But women today are so fucking heartless and crazy, and men are emotionally lazy. Relationships break down so easily, dangerously. I kinda had this okay bitch that liked me, so we went on a date, and we ending up at her place. Eventually, we started kissing. She showed me everything, for some reason, cause all the other times I was scared of her laughing at how tiny my Asian ding-a-ling. I joke, fuck it's 2:30 and I need a toke. Hold on, I can't write. I'm a choke. Nah, fuck it. Back. And I rolled it. I'm a right. As I smoke it. Fuck it went out. Bic lighters to the rescue. Dude, they're a great survival tool. Last a long time so you always got fuel. It's save her ass. Just like search and rescue. Survivor Man. One of my favorite shows. A real man can live alone. So if I do lose my virginity, is cause either someone massacred me, tricked me, drugged me, raped me, or actually, there's a girl that is normal. No arguments. No bullshit. Just okay living in our shit. Okay with the baggage. Pass. Goals. A kind to mine. Cause we can have children. Because they will use that against us. Spiritually I trained everyone. In spiritual warfare. Bruce Less was my military fighting instructor general. Open to the whole world. Okay, now I'm lighting my joint. Back to the point. See all my spiritual girlfriends and wives. Gave me proper insight. In love, I know more about what real love is than any human. All my life I've been third wheeling. Both the girl and boyfriend. Talking to me, but not really talking to each other. Can't have a real conversation. Fuck your partner, is your lover. So why do you never really talk to them? You let them inside, yeah. But that girl, I went on a date, and I saw her whole naked body. I was ready to lose my virginity. Wasn't scared of my tiny ding-a-ling. It just happened so fast. But the bitch gave me red wings. The first time I touched a native pussy. So also said she had chlamydia before, but she said she got rid of it. Her current boyfriend had it. I need to look it up. See if it curable or not. Haha, back. Just checked. Fuck her. Dodged a bullet. But she made me go from Richmond, BC to 108 in King George, Surrey, BC. The greater part of Man City. Check it out. Google Maps it. Hour and 20 minutes transit. I think the bitch made me have a bloody pussy. Stanky. Nasty. And I think she had it all planned. Her crazy ass excuses that my nail cut her pussy juices. But I was down there for 30 seconds. Never tasted pussy, but it was off right away. After that it was like you gotta go deuces. Like when a ghost says peace kid. And in that moment you know everything. Well, that crazy bitch can die burned. She was a whore from Canada. Biography channel on A&E in the 90s. Gandhi hated sex. Personally, I wouldn't mind kissing again. But fuck it, at least I can die in my own skin. The problem is loneliness isn't a burden. It's something you have to love. But the darkness are lessons. Or reminders. Everyone's saying if you don't want a relationship, then get a hooker. No real connection. And it's actually real. And cheaper than having a woman. That's what a friend's family friend would buy a $20 to $60 hooker. We need to walk away from sex. Actually learn how to communicate. But really honestly, sex is the worst thing that's killing the planet. Emotionally, we're breed to be intentionally selfish, and everyone don't really care. So we need 10 to 20 years of no one fucking. If weed or you want kids, it's artificial insemination. But really, ye globalists are right. This is overpopulation. The animals and plants have rights. But luckily, in some countries, the population and reducing hopefully cause it, cause no one can afford to be fucking. But if you're poor, you fuck to has lots of children, cause then they can all be working, living with you, bring home the bacon. But if you're taught to have a career and are smarter than the average bear, women tend to not want children till much later. That what happened in a line between the poor and rich in a city in India. In a documentary I randomly watched on YouTube before Amanda taught in censorship. So in conclusion, sex is an illusion because it feels fucking amazing, and I know all the health benefits. But really, all I'm hearing is how bad it is to be dating. So fuck a bitch. I'll be a virgin, like Jesus. You know that fucker tried masturbation. Cause loving and living for yourself alone is better than any sexual relationship. So if you're a virgin, hold on into it, cause it's all lies. And if you do lose it, you're going to have to make sure it's the right fit at the right time, so you can be happy remembering it. So fuck it. I'm happy I'm a virgin. I'm finally not ashamed of it, cause it takes more gut to be one than never fucking. Cause prostitution was the first thing we learned after money became a reinvention. Cause this endless loop and simulation, you don't know what being already said or thought in his reality's dimension. So what I'm saying is there needs to be a spiritual awakening, where everyone is mind reading, where everyone can have a spiritual sexual awakening after the secrets and the spiritual rapings. Then the world will be at peace, cause everyone can read and see energetically what you meant and in your true intentions. The world needs to start mind reading. Lock yourself in a room for a decade and explore the mind, cause it took me 13 years. to use up my imagination. Spiritually, I was king, but they were all using my energy. Cause they never felt an energy. So at peace, so they vampirically feed off me. And I'd allow it, cause I get them back. Karmatically, so fuck a bitch. 2-pack, I swear I'll never call you bitch. And you can't make a hoe a housewife. And you can't make a playa take care of his children. I got no responsibilities, nothing to lose. So fuck rejection, this is my rap speech. We need to be human, so fuck a bitch, I'll die a virgin.